All right, so there are three game changers that we've learned from over 40 million in ad spend. And I want to tell you what those are right now. And these game changing things are going to help you grow. They're going to help your marketing work. They're going to help you scale. They're going to help you be happier in your business. And we learned these over the course of 5 years and $40 million in ad spend, which is crazy to say. But these are the things that are essential for you, no matter what you're selling, whether it's a physical product as an e-commerce brand, whether it's a service, whether it's educational material, whatever it is, this applies to you. And it's gonna save you a lot of money, and it's gonna help you actually focus on the right things so that you can grow your business. All right, so let's get into it. The first one is this: engaging content, both organically and in ads, is critical. It is essential. If you are engaging as a brand, as a business, engaging not just in conversational formats, but engaging in a way that connects with people with good content, then your marketing will perform better. People will be able to understand what you're selling. They'll believe you, they'll trust you, they'll engage back with you. And that's super important, because engaging content on your social media feeds and in your ads gets people to trust you. It helps people trust you. The one thing that holds people back from buying things from you online is a lack of trust. There's this trust wall. There's this barrier up with everybody. You have it when you're shopping online, when you're trying to experience new products and services. You have that. You've got to trust the people behind the brand. You've got to trust the brand. Are they going to deliver a quality product or service? Am I going to get my money's worth? What happens if I don't like it? And if you're posting engaging content, even if it's not things that are just selling your product all the time, actually you shouldn't be just selling your product all the time. But if you're getting people to experience you, your personality, who you are, what you're doing, then they're gonna start to gradually trust you. And this whole concept of getting people to buy immediately is going away, right? We're going into a new age of business growth. We've been so spoiled by this idea that we can just run ads and get people to buy stuff. Run ads, get people to buy stuff. That's going away. You have to start focusing on the right things. And the engaging brand, the engaging content, and it's more important than ever, ads actually are the performance of your marketing will start to dwindle if you've been doing it the same way we've been doing it for the last 4 to 5 years. That is even changing. The way people are consuming content on social media is changing. We are consuming content now for entertainment on social, not just to see cute photos. Now we want to be entertained. We're going to Instagram, we're going to TikTok, we're going to all these different platforms for a quick laugh, for a quick fill of my Netflix binge in 30 seconds, okay? We're being conditioned to that, and brands have to start acting like that. So we're going back to the days of content is king. Do you remember that when social media first came out? If you're old enough to remember that, like me, when social media first came into the game, everyone was talking about content being king. Everyone was talking about engaging. Everyone was talking about building community. But we forgot about that because advertising made it so easy for us to grow without thinking about that stuff, without really caring about our customers. But even though we forgot about that, the brands that still understood you have to engage, they're the ones that grew the fastest. They're the ones that had the best ad performance. So if you really want to get ad performance in the day and age where data just sucks all around, you really got to create great engaging content, and you got to invest the time and energy doing that. And that's going to be a hard pill for a lot of founders to swallow, because we're all strapped for time. We haven't really had to create great content for our business, for our brands, whatever. So it's just new territory, but you got to get back into it. You got to start doing it. You got to start posting stuff way more often. You got to start being more thoughtful and intentional about the things that you're posting and engaging. And you can't just be selling all the time. You can't just be talking about the stuff you're trying to sell, right? You got to care about your people. So engaging content is the first game changer. Engaging content both in ads and on social media helps your marketing performance, it helps your growth. And the reason engaging content even on social media helps is because when people click an ad, they're going to your website, but they're immediately going and researching you. They're not just buying right away. In some instances, yes, you'll have an impulse purchase, but in most cases, if you have a new customer coming into your funnel, then they're gonna do research. They're gonna go to your social media feed. They're gonna go to all these different places to figure out if you're legit, if you're real, see what other people are saying about you. So, your social media posts are just as important. You need to be on your game. Engaging content. Again, the brands that post the most, that's kind of cool. The brands that post the most are the ones that win the most. They're the ones that grow, all right? So get back into the day of content creation. We are going full circle back into it. So the second thing, and this is going to be another hard pill for you to swallow. The second game changer, growth game changer that we learned from 40 million in ad spend is you have to care as much about your repeat buyers as you do your new customers. Care as much about your repeat customers as you do your new customers. In fact, I would challenge you to care more about your current customers, to turn them into repeat customers, than you do getting new customers. And here's why. It is much easier to have somebody who's already bought from you to come back and buy more stuff from you, okay? So that's the very selfish reason to care more about them. But the second piece of that is this. They will talk about you to other people if you're engaging with them. Because if you're top of mind with your current customers, with the current people that are buying from you or who have bought from you, if you stay top of mind with them and show them that you care, they're gonna do marketing for you that you don't have to pay for. They're gonna tell their friends. I will always tell people about a good experience that I have with a brand, with a business, whatever. And it's gonna get me to want to go back to them, but also to get my friends there, get people I care about there, get people I care about to experience what they're doing, because the way they deliver their customer service, the way they deliver content to me, that's not just new stuff, sale, but more of like adding value to my life, going back to engaging content, but directed at your current customers is key. Because it's gonna get them to continue to buy from you instead of go to a competitor. I mean, you can't control, as a business owner, you cannot control how great another business's products are. You can't control how awesome their brand is, how awesome their brand looks. But what you can control is how you make people feel. And if you make people feel better than they make people feel by delivering exceptional customer service, by delivering exceptional content that engages with them, then they're gonna wanna buy from you instead of your competitors, even if your competitor is less expensive. Because people value experience. Think about yourself, you value experience. If there's something that you value personally when you're buying from another business, your customers are gonna value that from you. So you need to care just as much about reaching your current customers, engaging with your current customers, engaging with anybody who's ever bought from you. Spend just as much time and energy engaging with them as you do thinking about trying to get new customers, because the compound effect of you showing that you care and actually caring and giving people an amazing experience, the compound effect of that is much, much greater than the compound effect of you pumping tons of money into ads just to get new customers that are gonna buy from you once and then maybe never come back. And the other cool thing about this too is when you have this strong foundation, we call this the community of people. When you have this strong foundation of people, then you're safeguarded in the future when technology changes. When technology or social apps or whatever throw a curveball at you and things shift, things change, you're safeguarded because you've got people that are already buying from you, they're marketing for you, and you can continue to grow with them just by investing your energy into showing them that you care. So the second game-changing growth lesson that we learned from 40 Million in Spend is care as much about repeat buyers, about your current customers, as you do about getting new customers. Show them you care. And you do that by investing just as much time into getting them great content that's not just selling them stuff all the time. And you do that by delivering an exceptional experience through customer service, right? And that can mean whatever it means to you. So the third thing is this, and this is just duh, but I have a feeling you need to know this. The third growth game changer we learned is you really got to have an awesome product or service. Let me repeat that. You have to have an awesome product or service. If your product sucks, if you're just selling a product to make money and you know that it's no good, but you think people might want it, you made it look really cool, and if you don't care about the quality of your product or service and how you're actually impacting someone's life, then you're never really going to be able to scale to your full potential. You may be able to be a fly-by-night success for a year, but it's going to end. And all the energy you put into building a business for a year was wasted. So you need to make sure that what you're delivering is quality. It's actually making a difference in someone's life. That is one of the most important things, because brands that are able to continue to spend money on ads, brands that go from spending $100 a day on ads to $20,000 a day on ads, can only get there if they're growing. The only way you're going to grow is by delivering an amazing product or service. You will never have a sustaining brand or business that's doing 7 to 8 figures a year in sales if you are not delivering quality. And I can't tell you how many brands that we've experienced that had a really crappy product that looked cool, wondered why their ads never helped them grow. And it's because of this. Ads get you they get you frontline customers, top of the funnel customers. They're new people. Ads can get you those. If you're a great salesperson, if you build a really cool website, you can sell pretty much anything. But the way that you accelerate growth is not just with new customers. They fuel it, but the way you really accelerate it is by getting people to come back for more, which is caring as much about your repeat customers as you do new customers. And the compound effect of those people talking about you. There is a ridiculous amount of value to organic word of mouth growth that we stopped caring about, but you need to start caring about it again. You need to. That is something that all of the major brands know is super important. Anybody that's spending $20,000 a day on ads, or that's doing 7 to 8 figures a year in sales consistently and growing, they understand this. They understand these principles and they harness the power of those. And it's easy for us to see these big brands and think, oh, they're just spending a ton of money on ads and they're growing and that's it. It's easy for us to think that and to miss all the other pieces of the puzzle that are actually in place that fuel growth, that help these people get to that level. So if you want to get to that level, if you want to actually build something great, you need an amazing product or service. It has to be awesome. If you want to sustain and build any kind of momentum and have a legacy brand, you gotta have an amazing product or service. You need to care about your customers. You need to care just as much about the people who've already bought from you as you do getting new customers. And you need to really think about and deliver engaging content both organically and in your marketing. Those are 3 game changers, 3 super, super important game changers that you can apply to your business and take action on today. And the one common thing that this falls into is exactly what we are on a mission to help people understand and achieve. And it is that community, thinking about your community of people, no matter where they are. They can be on Instagram, they can be in a Facebook group, they can be in email, SMS, they can be in all these different places. But thinking about your community, focusing energy on growing the community, engaging with them in a way that gets them to buy and sell your product for you, your service for you, putting energy into that now is going to help you see way more growth into the future than just spinning your wheels trying to figure out the ad game. Stop it. You're gonna spend way more money and possibly take things to the ground trying to grow fast with ads than you would thinking about the slow and steady, it doesn't have to be slow, but the steady growth that community can fuel your business. It just takes you as a founder, as a team member, to put in the work, which is why I keep talking about putting in the work, because now is the day and age where you have to really put in the work. If you want to succeed, you can't just keep hiring people to do stuff for you. You got to start thinking for yourself. You got to put in the work, and you have to build a community. Those are the most important things to focus on the rest of this year and into the future as you're growing your brand, because it will safeguard you. You still need to do marketing, okay? You still got to do it. Marketing is a good thing. It's amazing. Everybody does marketing. But the common denominator for all businesses, for every business that is a legitimate business, is they have a community. They have a community, whether they built it on purpose or not, they have it. And even before ads were blowing up, even before the whole advertising game made growing a brand faster, before that, people built community and they grew with their community. It just took a little more time, but they still built amazing businesses. They just used marketing to fuel that. So now, instead of just using marketing to fuel the growth of direct response marketing, which is, hey, come buy my stuff, instead of just focusing on that, now we can take that energy and focus on building community with marketing. So there's a shift happening. So keep following along if you want to learn more about that shift. I hope you found value in this video.